Across the Commonwealth, people are playing, dancing, and rocking out in honor of some huge local music milestones. From 50 years of hip-hop,
It's something we live.
to a 400-year-old cymbal company.
I don't know anybody that's got this kind of legacy.
The party starts now.
This is Chronicle on WCVB Channel 5.
There's something different about this party at Roadrunner Boston, where an acute eye can spot powerhouse percussionists at every turn. Sheila E., Peter Erskine, and Omar Hakim, just to name a few.
It's 8 of the greatest drummers that have ever lived across multiple genres. 2, ironically, from the Boston area, Terry Lynn Carrington and Steve Smith.
What's going on here?
What unites these artists is the specific brand of cymbal they chose to accent the heartbeats of our favorite songs. Its origin reads like a fairy tale that starts in 1618 when Avitus, a Turkish alchemist, first tried to transform metal into gold for a sultan.
I won't ask you to go through all 400 years of history, but tell me some of how this all began.
He was trying to make gold and then came across this formula from bell metal, created this beautiful sound that carried and was purposeful for the Sultan and his Janissary band. So the Sultan gave him the surname Zildjian, which means son of a cymbal maker.
In 1623, the Sultan granted Avitus permission to expand his business, and 400 years later, Zildjians are still guiding this cymbal-making empire. We spoke with former CEO Craigie Zildjian at their South Shore headquarters.
A lot of people have said, oh, you've got to move to China. You can't manufacture in Norwell. And we've been doing it well enough to have survived, everything, world wars, genocide, depression, and we're still here.
And the secret mix of ingredients, still secret, right?
Yes, and there's a secret room out back, and my sister's in charge of that.
We'll chase down that sister later, but first, we were treated to a veritable museum of company history.
And this over here is when the cymbals came into the orchestra.
From orchestras to jazz, and then a British invasion.
But it really kicks off with Ringo.
Really?
1964, Ed Sullivan Show. Everyone wanted to be a drummer, and just orders skyrocketed.
One of those orders may have been for a young jazz musician in Brockton, Steve Smith.
All of my favorite drummers played Zildjian. By the time I was able to save up some money, delivering the Brockton Enterprise door to door, I bought my first Zildjian ride cymbal and pair of hi-hats in 1967.
10 years later, he would become the lead drummer for Journey, though he never strayed far from his jazz roots.
I mean, if you look at the original rock drummers, they all came from jazz.
Zildjian has long prided itself on close relationships with artists, adapting or creating many of the cymbals used in the modern drum kit.
Where my grandfather would go out to hear the music and really talk to the drummers to find out what they were looking for.
Today, those innovations are forged here on the factory floor where Global Innovations Manager Guy Licata walks us through some of the cymbal-making magic.
Doesn't look like a cymbal yet, does it?
No, but it's getting there.
It's getting there.
They are hand-cut and lathed, that human touch giving enough variance that, like fingerprints, no two are exactly alike.
So we've seen the whole process, start to finish in the factory, but the cymbals are still just 3 hits away from being a Zildjian.
Eric Duncan is the last line of defense. He plays each cymbal to make sure it's worthy of the Zildjian name.
And this is what we're trying to make every time, which is the tuner. Rings a lot better, fills the room a lot better, sounds a little bit more musical.
Do you get ones that are like, oh?
I actually have a pile right here that were all like that. It's not supposed to do that. If they don't sound right, then we chop it up and try it again.
Those that make the grade become a part of this company's 400-year history, like that secret metal formula, which, back at this celebration, we try one last time to get from one woman who knows, Debbie Zildjian.
Absolutely not.
Wow, 400 years, and Zildjian is the oldest continuous musical instrument producer in the world.
Yeah, not surprisingly, half of all cymbals made in the world are Zildjians today. And back in the day, before all of this popularity and longevity, it was different. The orders would come in, the family would just gather, fill the order, and then go back to their day jobs. Now this is a full-time gig for sure.
All right. Coming up, a historic stage graced by legends.